Hello everybody and welcome. So we are going to be doing a tier list for the Pokemons. It's Gen 1 through Gen, what is it, Gen 7? That's Gen 7, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, it is Gen 7. So we're going to be doing Gen 1 through Gen 7 because I did this on tierlistmaker.com and they only had up to Gen 7. So they didn't have Pokemon Sword and Shield's starters, I guess. So I only did the first 7 starters because that's what I did in the other 2 as well. But today we're doing it a bit differently. Today we're going to be doing this all in Procreate. So I made my little tier list here. I made it so that I can, where's the thing I'm looking for? Here it is. I made it so I can, drag and drop, wherever I want to put the characters. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we got Venusaur. Now, I like Venusaur. Venusaur is pretty cool. I like that he's like a frog, but I used to think he's a cat because if you look at his ears, they're cat ears. I don't know what kind of toad has that. But overall, I would say his design, I like his design. I really like his design. His and Ivysaur's, Bulbasaur's cute, and then Ivysaur and Venusaur just have a good design. So I'm gonna go ahead. We'll put him at like an. Do I do B tier? Man, when I did this list before, it didn't have an E or an F tier, so I kind of feel like putting him in B tier on this list is kind of high. You know what? I'll put him at B tier for now. So he's B tier for now. Next up, we got Meganium. Now, Meganium, I feel like Meganium's really simple looking, so I can't really say that it's like got like a really good design just because of how simple it is, but hey, sometimes it's good. I guess I would have to say if I had to choose between Meganium and Bayleaf, I think Bayleaf has a better design because it still keeps that whole like leaf thing on its forehead, and I feel like that just helps the design a little more. But we will go ahead, and I feel Meganium's pretty simple, so let's put Meganium at, because now this feels bad putting him at D tier. Okay, you know what? We're going to do it this way. Meganium, C tier, right? Meganium is C tier design. And then we'll go back to Venusaur, and we'll go ahead and move him up to A tier. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. Venusaur is A tier design, Meganium C tier. Right? I guess I'll think of it like this. E and F are just bad. like I thought D was bad, but E and F, that's worse. Next up is Sceptile. Now, I love Sceptile. I think he's a pretty cool design. I don't think he's the best design though, but I think that he's a cool Pokemon, if that makes sense. Design wise, he's all right. I like his design. I just like his design. I would put him at maybe B tier design. Ooh. They were a little too big for this tier list. All right, hold on. Let me go move Meganium. But yeah, so for Sceptile, I would say I like his design. I think he's got a pretty cool design. So I put him at B tier. Next up, we have Torterra. Now, Torterra, the more I look at Torterra, the more I like his design. Like he's got a design that every time you look at him, you like it more and more. Right? And it's not like anything's changing either. He just looks really cool, right? And he's a turtle, so he automatically gets points for that. So turtle, good. Design, good. I like that they didn't just make him all green. Like the top half of him is green, the bottom half is brown, and then he's got the shell and he's got the whole tree. He's got this whole terrarium on his back. That's just cool. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know if I want to put him at the same. Okay, Torterra is either going to be A tier or he's going to be S tier. Oh, he goes off the list. But I feel like S tier might be jumping a little too high, so we'll go ahead and we'll put him in between. We'll put him in between A tier and S tier. Now we got Serperior. Now Serperior, I don't really like Serperior's design, but I do like how when I was drawing it, how it turned out. I feel like that turned out better than how the actual one looks. The actual one just looks a little weird. I don't know. And maybe it's the eyes. I don't know. But when I look at the picture I drew, I actually like how it turned out. And being able to look at Serperior like that, I feel like that does better for the Pokemon because it allows you to see it in a different lighting, I guess you can say. You get to see it in like a different light. So Serperior, I don't really like the normal design, but I will have to say I did look at some fan art and I did look at, you know, reference pictures for me to draw it. And I do think it has, I think it has potential, but I would probably put it at like a D plus. I put it halfway between D and C, right? I'll put it halfway between D and C. I feel like Meganium's got like a nice little design because it's simple. Serperior's got a lot, well, I mean, Serperior's got more to the design. You know what? I'll put it at CT. My goodness, this is hard. Let's just go ahead and just for the sake of this video, we'll put Serperior at a C+. Next up is Chestnut. Now, Chestnut was one of the main reasons why I've had to record this tier list thing about like 4 times now, because originally I did not like Chestnut's design. And again, I was looking at the default like Pokemon art where he looks like he's T-posing or whatever. Basically, that's what he looks like. He looks stiff, right? Like he kind of looks like a stiff turd, I would say. I feel like that hurts his design, right? But then I looked at some pictures of him from the TV show, because again, I was looking at reference pictures. I looked at pictures of him from the TV show. I looked at some fan art pictures, which allow you to see them in different angles. He doesn't look as stiff. It looks like he actually just has like an armor shield on his back. I didn't even realize he was an armadillo until I looked at some of the fan art pictures. I didn't even realize he was supposed to be like an armadillo, which I like armadillos. Armadillos are cool. I want to see one in person. I don't think they look cute, but I think just the overall concept of an armadillo is cool. So after looking at his design again in a different light, I do like his design a lot more. So I would honestly put him at maybe a B tier to a B plus. But we'll just put him at B tier for right. I'll put him at B. I'm not too big of a fan of like the whole color scheme. I did kind of like how the shiny version looked, but now that I do compare them, I'm not sure anymore. But I guess maybe the color scheme, I don't know. So yeah, we'll leave him at B. And then last we have Decidueye. Now I like Decidueye. Decidueye is pretty cool, but honestly, if this were Rowlet we were talking about, Rowlet would be an immediate S tier, no matter what. Rowlet would be immediate S tier. There would be no denying that. Rowlet's like the cutest Pokemon. It's just unfair. Like you can't put Rowlet in a tier list because of how unfair Rowlet is. But this ain't Rowlet, so not S tier. I do like his design. I do think it's really cool. I like how functional his design is to what it is that he does. He's basically an archer, right? He's basically an archer, ranger, whatever term you want to use for it. That's what he is. You know, he uses the little drawstrings, he pulls it up and uses his arm as the bow and his drawstring as the bowstring, and then he literally fires his feathers like an archer. Like, that's cool. I feel like the design is functional. I feel like they made good use of it. And then his overall design, the fact that he's got like a hood now and he wears it like a cloak. Honestly, I think I will just leave him at A tier. I feel like he's got some unfairness to him because of the fact that he was Rowlet, and for me, I was so disappointed when I evolved Rowlet into like Dartrix or whatever it's called. I was upset. I was like, what'd you do to my boy? But I do feel like Decidueye did kind of come back and bring it around. But again, Rowlet's the cutest. Just fight me. So that about does it for my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you guys rank the Pokemon. And let me know what you guys think about the pictures as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.